Welcome to episode 133 of the OVW podcast, the original podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling. My name is Jack Minogues.
I'm Brian Allen.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I'm behind.
Where's that button at? Where's that pig at?
I got your pig right here, pal.
Here's it.
Damn, pig's over.
That's
Today,
aggressive.
I was going to say, pig
Thanks,
is
I
over.
try.
Pig is over.
So what are you trying to say? I got a nice hog?
I wouldn't know from experience.
No one's ever said that.
What's happening today, Jackman?
Well, we're getting into penis talk today. We're going to be talking about Brian Hines' hog. Next week will be Brian Allen's, and then the week after that will be mine. Very excited for this special series of the podcast.
That goon's still in the air. That goon air.
Yeah.
Still in
That's
here.
it. I blame the only bros.
Today we're getting into all the action from OVW March Mayhem 2026, which aired, on the 15th of March?
Yes.
2026 at Hot Point Davis Arena. Broadcast live on YouTube. Video still up on YouTube for anyone who hasn't watched it. We implore you heavily to do so.
Of course, yep.
But we already kind of touched upon it. We're sorry that all of our other videos suck. Because apparently the Only Bro stuff is it's like the best video we've ever done.
Apparently,
They got that effect, man.
Mhm.
They got that effect.
Certainly in terms of views and comments and likes and shares.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
just in the analytics sort of sense.
I think that they need to host the show, honestly.
Just hand it off.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
So, I mean,
I think Brian. I think you can stay.
Oh, yeah, I got not goon.
Yeah,
So I
so-
think
Yeah.
I get a pass.
That is, yeah.
But if you guys haven't seen that video yet, that's the most recent video in our feed prior to this one, and we want to say thanks to those guys for coming down.
Yes,
They were a
thank you so
blast.
much.
Y'all so much.
Want to say thanks to Brian Hines for putting that one together.
Mm-hmm.
Producer credit, Brian Hines over here.
Holla.
And
So-
I do want to take a second and apologize because the reason we didn't have shows last week was because of me. I've actually had a couple people reach out and ask if I'm okay. I don't know how it got out that I wasn't entirely okay.
I
Wait, okay.
told everybody.
Time out. I can't let you shoulder the burden for this on just you. I mean, there's 5 of us that actively do this. 3 of us weren't feeling great. 2 of the Bryans were still at work.
Yep.
That is
It
true.
was just one of those
It was one
things.
of those days.
I was literally doing mobile bottling, the first time ever we had tried that. It was successful. So once we get to the divine spirits part here in a minute, we can talk about that among other things. But it's not just you. I mean,
Let us fill your stuff up at your place.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
well,
But yeah, I'm currently in a fairly aggressive treatment for diabetes. I don't know if you guys are aware, but when they call me tiny, that's ironic. And I recently got some new medical care, and so it's all for the good, but it is kind of leaving me occasionally not feeling so well as last week. So I appreciate everyone's forbearance with me. And yes, everybody else was busy too, but
I'll be honest with you. I was so close to beating Pokemon last week.
is that what it was? I mean, I wasn't going to say anything. I didn't know what your deal was. I was just going
valid.
to lump you in with, I wasn't feeling good. But if you're going to tell on yourself, then by all means.
I was so close to beating Pokemon last week, and you want to know what the sad thing is?
You didn't.
I got annihilated. Annihilated. I'm way under leveled, and I haven't played it since. I'm it took the momentum out of my sails.
Yeah,
took the wind out of my sails.
I understand that, man.
Yeah,
I
it bummed
get
me
it.
out.
It was a busy day.
I started getting medical care recently too by watching The Pit. We're gonna talk about wrestling eventually, but you guys gotta watch the TV show The Pit. It's like it's like ER, except for the curse on it, and it's so ridiculous. It's not a great show. I don't think it's good, but I
Okay.
love it. I love it so much.
That's some of the best stuff you could watch, you know.
Dr. Robbie on there, he's got bars. He's got
Okay.
bars. Okay, do we have tour updates?
just a couple.
Just a couple.
2 shows
Let's
left.
hear them.
We have next Saturday, Manchester Music City Hall, March 28th. That is
That's
following.
a pay week too. Sweet.
Yeah, that's a big weekend, you know.
And that's also the
Comic-Cons.
con weekend. We
Yeah.
will be
Yep,
there.
that's the
Yeah,
con
we
weekend.
will be there. I've got some things that we could pass out. So if you happen to see one of us out there, come say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, That'll be fun.
No, please do. It absolutely will. That'll be a fun weekend. I can't wait.
Still negotiating to maybe do a show from the convention floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Be
I've contacted them. I've not heard back yet. But
I've heard that from other people as well. They've sent multiple emails, and the con hasn't got back to them.
they're pretty busy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is their time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like right before Christmas.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, that's it, man. April 4th, the Bluegrass Sportsplex in E-Town. That is our only other tour.
So we do know
Or-
two
or
things
update
coming up
right
at
now.
Davis Arena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tomorrow there will be a meet and greet before Roz,
That's right.
where
with
you can
Road
meet-
Dog.
Yeah, with if your ass don't know, you
Oh,
better ask
oh,
somebody.
oh, you didn't know?
And that's tomorrow, and then a week from tomorrow, making his triumphant return, skinnier return to the Hot Point Davis Arena is hardcore legend Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Yeah,
Very nice,
yeah,
very
that's
nice.
right.
We always love when Mick comes to visit.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I'm hoping that there's another Dude Love dance off.
That was my first OVW show.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
it was
That is a
song.
great way
What
to
an
start.
That
entry
is.
point.
Yeah.
I know my first OVW show moments was some of that. Yours was, what was special from yours? It was Tony Gunn, right?
Tony Gunn's
was
show
your
opening
first?
promo. It
Yeah.
was Nightmare
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yep.
Nightmare Rumble.
Something special about the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was annihilated drunk with the girl I was with.
There you
That's
go.
all we did was drink and argue, and we
Oh, well, there
got
you
there
go.
like 15 minutes late and got put like
Ah.
right on the front row.
Okay. It happens. Man.
Yeah.
That's part
Yeah.
of it.
What are you gonna do?
And then in Louisville, bars don't close until 4. So like
Yeah.
we woke up the next morning and there were pictures of us with all the lights on in the bars. We were like,
Oh,
no,
man.
no. This is not,
That's the
not a
best
good
moment.
look.
Those lights,
Not a good
come up,
look.
cut on, and you're just like, oh, it's that time of night.
Yeah, it was not a good look. But hey, I remember parts of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, folks. My name is Tiny Brian. I'm your producer. You are watching or listening to the OVW podcast, the original podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling, and we will be right back.
Hey, folks. Brian Hines, Divine Spirits. Do you happen to have a status for the business cards, Tiny Brian?
Ooh, that's important.
Yeah, they should be done at the printing press. So I
Okay,
just gotta go
so-
pick them up.
Oh my
We,
God, it even has a watermark.
Can I grab some of those before
Yeah.
I go? I got
Yeah,
my,
yeah,
my
most
business card
definitely.
holder. I just collect them nowadays. So
I'm
me
pretty stoked. I haven't had a business card since I was a real estate agent, so
Okay.
this is my first one for Divine Spirits. I believe my job title is brand ambassador. Is that right?
Brand's manager.
Brands manager. Okay. So officially, Brian Hines, brands manager at your service. I was lobbying for a corporate shaman or evil genius, but we settled on.
I don't put wizard on my business card. You can't put any of that on yours.
Well, I've got a nameplate printing that would say otherwise. But essentially what that means is I am going to be out, and we are looking to collaborate with other local businesses to do outdoor events. The weather's starting to get nice. Kicking around some ideas of things we might be able to do around Lexington and parts beyond. Movie night is a definite possibility. We could do trivia. We have a friend in common who might be able to help us with that.
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
perhaps Tiny Brian. Or I got one the other day, speed dating. We could
I
do
hear that, in all honesty, I heard speed dating is like coming back.
that.
Okay.
Let's bring it back.
I'd love to
Sure.
get emotional damage 30 times in 60 minutes.
We're
That
gonna
sounds
record this,
lovely.
like-
Here,
this
here's
is
my
gonna be
line
a-
for it. Here's my pitch.
making content out of it.
Come for the mixed drinks, stay for the mixed signals. Brian Hines, Divine Spirits.
I don't know if that's gonna get people in the door. I think people are looking.
It's going to
for-
get people thinking.
It's gonna hurt people's
Yeah.
feelings preemptively.
Fills you up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta hurt
Yeah,
feelings.
exactly. There you go. And now back to our regular scheduling programming. Already in progress.
All right, so I do want to take a diversion really quickly before we get into this show proper. We are going to have a lot of fun covering the show. This is going to be like a usual episode of the show. I want to say that first. But we, being the OVW podcast, the original podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling, cannot, in good faith, move forward with this show without mentioning what happened on the Rise prior.
Yes.
And I think that we all know what I'm referring to. It's, of course, the incident with Dallas. And there's been a lot of discourse on the internet
Oh yeah.
in the wider wrestling world, and even some publications that never cover wrestling, or at least cover it in a positive light.
Right.
Local Louisville channels covered it.
Yes, and that's understandable. It happens on television in Louisville. It is a Louisville tradition, one of the great Louisville traditions, Ohio Wrestling. I'm not going to relitigate what happened.
Nope.
We all know what happened.
Yep.
Not going to relitigate right or wrong in the situation. I don't think, because quite honestly, I don't know what right or wrong is in the situation. These are people that we know and that we've spent time with.
I've played horse with Dallas Edwards.
Yeah, Dallas, Tony. If you guys think that you know Tony from the character that he plays on television, I cannot explain to you how sorely mistaken you are.
Correct.
Yeah.
I cannot begin to explain what a humble, nice person Tony Evans is. Professional.
Yes.
And I cannot explain how much love Dallas Edwards has in the locker room either.
Or in this podcast studio.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All I really kind of want to say is that for all of the people that were reacting to a very, very tragic situation, for clicks and likes and for high standing and for railroading, and like I get it because I'm hosting a podcast and I high stand and railroad all the time. I do it. I do it on this podcast, do it in my personal life. I get it. But that's for a show. That's for a show, okay? This is real life, okay? The way that Dallas got hurt and the way that he was scared and the way that everyone in that locker room was scared and that his family was scared was real life. The way that Tony felt, the guilt that Tony felt and probably feels and will feel for the rest of his life is real life, is real guilt. And nobody knows how they were going to react in that situation. And for everyone on the internet, whether or not you are a person who loves OVW and watches it every week and goes to the shows, or you've never watched OVW before, but for everyone that had an idea of what they would do and what should have happened afterwards, and quote unquote punishment and
Shutting down
OVW and never pushing Tony and all of this stuff, for all of you that want to claim that you would have done anything different than what you saw on the screen, I have some news for you. You fucking wouldn't have. You fucking wouldn't have. The most important thing is not your clicks and your likes and your moral outrage
video.
and sharing, and I want to say something that's disgusting.
Hand the mic to Brian. I think he's got something to say about sharing that video.
Yeah. And I'm normally the warm and fuzzy part, according to producer Tiny Brian, but I have feelings about this. Nothing that happened on Thursday was intentional.
Yes.
Other than the planned spot itself.
Right.
Wrestling is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, let that be a reminder that this is a dangerous sport that we watch.
Yes. The people who, and that episode was pulled from OVW TV before people left the arena. It was just not available. The people who posted that clip in order to drive clicks and outrage to their websites or whatever, while talking about how, this happened and poor Dallas, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
But for you to use that clip in that way,
Disgusting.
Yeah.
to try to get links off of somebody's pain in this horrible situation,
Yeah.
Disgusting.
That's it.
I could talk forever, but
That's
we're
it.
running short on time. But
We-
this
we
pretty well
already-
sums
That's
it
it.
up.
Yeah, and again, like, I want to have a good episode. I want to have a regular episode. I want to have fun.
Yeah.
But we do host a podcast about OVW. We, in good faith, cannot not mention that incident.
Yeah.
But Heinz very well said, if you cared, and we'll leave it at this. I guess. If you cared about what happened to Dallas and his recovery, why would you post that video? Why would you make him relive it, his family relive it, the locker room relive it 1,000 times?
Me relive it.
Yeah, the viewer.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you, like, in what world does that make sense to you? And one last thing. Anybody who disagrees with anything that we said on here, we got another microphone. We'll set one up. The conversation, you're more than welcome to come on this podcast. I will be civil. I will buy food. I will get beer. If you get down on a little, I'll bring that too. Okay, we'll have a good time. But this is an open forum. If you disagree with anything that we said, please, I would love to hear why.
I got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Yeah.
Mr. Allen, you have anything to add?
I know we're running short. I wanted to get one in.
No,
if
please do.
That's okay.
Please.
Appreciate y'all so much. There's not much left I can add on to what y'all just said. That beautifully covered it. I mean, we've seen the video. We know the feelings. At this point, we don't really even want to relive a lot of that via rewatching it, rethinking about it. We're moving forward. But 2 things, we just discussed in there a little bit. Dallas came out, said we good. Mm-hmm. I'm mad about the situation. As a whole, he recovered. He wakes up in that bed. He's seen this video of himself in a bad state. No one ever wants to be caught in.
No.
Especially having to watch it again and relive that. But through all that, he said, me and Tony, we're good. I'm not mad at my coworkers. Tony did his statement, said, hey, talk to Dallas. We're good too. So after that, what's left to hijack? Why are we still hijacking rage, if that makes sense?
Yep.
And carrying this into the next week. If those, the 2, biggest individuals, 2 biggest variables in that situation said, hey, we're good, let's move forward, man.
Not to mention, there is a whole ass Kentucky Wrestling Commission that if something went wrong, it's their job to look into it and to make changes as necessary. And OVW is already proactively making changes and enhancing their training. So,
I cannot put into words again how important it is to Al that all of these people come into the ring in one shape and leave in one piece. Mm-hmm. Al is so adamant about training people the right way, putting on safe shows. Mm-hmm. He knows more than anybody. He's seen more than most people in terms of what can happen when wrestlers are untrained, not trained properly, et cetera, et cetera. Safety is a massive priority for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Mm-hmm. Always has been. But, again, this is a very dangerous sport. Mm-hmm. It's a very, very dangerous
situation.
sport.
Absolutely unprecedented. And I had one more thing, just for the whole family, whole OVW family. Unprecedented is the word. Because in that situation, you can quarterback armchair it as much as you want from wherever you were watching that clip from. Because if you were watching it live, I promise the feelings are different. It took everybody a lot of time to realize something really scary is happening right now. Mm-hmm. That takes time, and to overanalyze it and say your whole spiels, paragraphs on it, comments on different threads, different websites about this situation as if you were there and can comprehend it. I don't quite understand it, but for every comment, if it was through a mic, on Reddit, on Twitter, whatever it was about, oh, these wrestlers in this ring, a bunch of dumbasses, a bunch of failures, a bunch of losers, whatever all these names we saw said about the wrestlers, the announcers, about the whole OVW family. I mean, from these outsiders, they don't know all these good things that they do, man, in the community, in the ring for each other, in that locker room. They don't know all that. They don't know the story of these people, man. I just don't talk on them like that, man. That got to me a little bit, seeing them talk about people that were in that ring, everyone that was involved that night, as if they would have done something different. It's I don't know, man, but that's family though. We're always gonna stick up for them.
Two last things that we really will move on.
Yeah,
First off,
promise.
Dallas, get well.
Love you, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Much love for
Dallas.
all of us on this side of the thing. Second, that guy on Reddit that was quoting Nietzsche in his little think piece on Substack about the Dallas Edwards incident, read a different philosopher. Just read any other different philosopher. I get it. You started reading philosophy when you were 17 and you never moved past like the first 2 that you read. But we don't need to bring Nietzsche into this. It was the dumbest think piece I ever read in my life. I hated that so much.
I got this far into it and was like, nah, I'm done.
It was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Hot garbage.
Goon of the week. That guy.
Yeah.
Goon of the week, that guy.
Yes.
Hey guys, March Mayhem.
All right, one of you guys take us away.
All right. We are, like we said, we are short on time.
Run it.
Oh,
Bout
I
one.
need to change off of military time so I understand
Ohio
what's going on.
OVW Rush Division title match. We've
Yep.
got the champion Brendan Balling versus Super Z. This is a continuation of what we had seen leading up to this. I wanted more based on what we saw because we only got like a 6-minute time
No,
limit?
Something
10
like
minutes.
that.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
10
That's
minutes,
what
my
they said
ass.
during-
It didn't seem like
well,
10 minutes.
that's what
Anyway.
AJ said during this match. tonight.
Okay. Anyway.
It's because they were moving so fast, baby. It felt like 6 minutes.
Yeah. There's a joke in there somewhere that I'm not going to bother to search for.
It's
This was a good way to start. It
out
was a
there.
good way to start.
It was,
You know,
yes.
very good back and forth.
Rush Division opening show. It's a tried and true formula.
Yeah. It wasn't like a 6-man scramble.
Right.
Although we had like a multi-person match after that. But this was a good, solid back and forth way to start the show. What were your thoughts, Brian Allen?
We went to
Yes.
Top Point Davis on Sunday.
Yeah, I was going to ask
and
both of you guys went.
Yes.
Yes.
We went, and we actually made it at 6. We
We
didn't
did.
get the dark matches, unfortunately.
and we missed a few acts that I was sad
Yeah,
about, but
sorry.
it's all good. Yeah, sorry about that.
I was
We got you, though.
I was watching the Oscars.
That's a good watch. Though.
I couldn't
It's
make
always-
it,
No,
sorry.
I haven't watched the Oscars
No, we
in
get
years,
it.
but you do you. That's fine.
Last two have been really good. Conan's great.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Walking in, we given everything that happened through the week, we weren't sure what to expect, the energy, and we walked in, and it was damn near every other Sunday night special,
Yeah.
because we keep moving forward, and yeah, these boys started hot, and they kept it going, because the last match on Rise, I mean, I think it broke a record for kickouts when those two fought.
Yeah.
Because that's just how back and forth they were, taking each opportunity that came to them. And this one felt like a good, I don't know if I'd say conclusion. They can still keep going for a little bit, but it felt like a good next chapter and maybe what might be
Agreed.
an extended little bout between those two.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed by the chains coming off of Brandon Balling. This is really kind of, I think, the first opportunity we've really had to see him in the Sunday night special format. And if you don't watch Sunday night specials, what are you doing? Why are you watching this show and not the Real Wrestling Show? They're easier to find than they ever have been. If you don't watch them, you got to watch them. If you're not going, you got to go. It's really impressive. There is such a big difference between Thursday night television wrestling in Davis Arena and the freedom that wrestlers get on a Sunday night. Very, very impressed with seeing Brandon Balling, like I said, with the chains off.
Yeah. J.J. Lawson was right.
Yeah.
He said, watch out
Yeah,
for this
he was-
guy. And Sunday night, we found out why.
Well, and I mean,
He can go.
When we were sitting here with the Only Bros, the moment his name got mentioned, first words out of their mouths were, that kid can go.
Yeah.
And golly, can he ever.
Yep.
Very, very, very impressed continually impressed with Brandon Balling.
Yeah.
Do we have clips this week?
No clips. They usually don't like us doing clips for the.
Oh, that's
for
fine.
the,
That's
for
fair.
That's fine.
Yeah,
for the
sure.
premium events.
Understandable.
Industry-wide.
Understandable.
Industry-wide.
Anyway.
Brandon Balling retains Rush Division title. Smart choice, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Not much. I think Super Z's at a really good spot in terms of he doesn't necessarily need that belt, but Brandon Balling losing it to Super Z would hurt Brandon Balling at this point.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But Super Z will win that belt again, inevitably. But Brandon Balling's he's got it right now.
Got it.
Straight
yeah.
fire,
Yep.
dude.
He's got it right now.
Yeah.
So our second match of the evening was a Hateful Eight #1 contenders match. Didn't like it as much as the Django and Chain #1 contenders match. You guys get that one? You guys-
I like the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's it about? What are we doing? The Hateful Eight match?
Yes.
Okay. So we see Brandon Davis, Drew Hernandez, Eric Surge, Kid Colossus, Mount Kadeem, Ryan Von Rocket, and Tony Gunn, as well as, I'll go ahead and spoil it, our winner. What a performance from Star Rider.
Yes.
Golly.
It was.
Big, I mean,
Before we get to Star Rider, who
Yes.
very much deserves some masked flowers, what did you guys think of the opening of this match, which saw Kid Colossus take on Mount Kadeem
I wanted-
in their
that
own
was
little
perfect.
match?
I wanted more. That needs to be the next chapter for both of them.
Yeah.
Two big guys, double count out.
Yep.
Yeah,
to
what do you
start.
think of the double
And
count out?
We just kind of looked at each other like, "Are you shitting me?"
Well, I was
really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I guess it was a good way to get both of them into the program.
Yeah.
And kind of introduce that idea that, hey, they will have unfinished business down the road, and get them out of the way of this match to focus on Star Rider running the gauntlet.
Yep.
Pretty much.
I mean, that was a perfect time to have Colossus come back to
Yeah.
fight Dr. Evil.
Glad to have him
Breaker.
back.
Yeah.
Even got a little bit of a reheat of Tony Gunn in here.
Oh yeah, we
which I
when
think,
that-
I think
that
all,
shotgun
all of
rack
us were
with-
excited
with
to.
Star in there. It's like, oh, okay.
Wait, what does that make? That makes the series something, right? Star just beat Tony.
If we're throwing that, then it's tied.
I think that ties the
2-3.
series.
I
Or
heard
2-2.
at least a half a dozen individual conversations at Davis, like, oh man, I wonder if we're going to get back on that best of 7 series.
Yep.
So if
People are there for it,
if
man.
you were
Word,
paying
man.
attention, that's what the people at Davis wanted. What does everybody want? In this case, Star Rider versus Tony Gunn. Finish it out.
7 games.
Incredibly impressed with Star Rider and very, very happy with him.
Yes.
Very,
Yes.
very happy. I guess not with him, but for him.
Yeah.
Great spot for him. Just so sympathetic in a way that's really, really hard, especially when you have a mask on.
Yeah.
Like, and now number one contender for the big one, the U.S. title.
Yeah.
You know?
Shades of reminded me a little bit of the Cal Hero performance at the Nightmare Rumble a couple years ago when he went
Yep.
for
That's a good comparison.
45 minutes
Yeah.
and just slugged through everybody.
Except for Star Rider was able to pull this one out. Cal
Yeah.
Hero was not as fortunate that night. What are you
So what do you
gonna do,
guys
Luke
think of the
Curtis?
finish of this, by the way? Speaking of how Star Rider pulled it out. Because Drew Hernandez came in and Tommy Boy came in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the family. It's what
They
we
do
do.
their thing. Yeah.
You know, trying to protect that U.S. title. They know that the match might not be happening tonight against this winner, but they have a vested interest in keeping Tony the champion. More on that later.
But Kadeem and Shannon the Dude came out towards
Yeah.
the
Oh,
end
they
of it.
came
Yeah,
back
that
out.
them too.
Yeah.
I was very glad that Shannon the Dude got a haircut and washed his hair. That's all I'm going to say. He probably spent some time with Wayne Forkbeer, I'm guessing, who is
He's a
going to be
pro.
my new stylist. He trimmed me up. You were there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right at the show, man.
Yeah.
Wayne, good luck doing something with this guy's here.
Hey.
Hey,
Sorry. I didn't mean that.
bada bing.
Thanks, Fork. There.
So I guess we'll see down the road what happens with Star Rider and his now number one contendership of challenging for the U.S. Championship. Good for him. Really,
Yes.
really fun way to move this show forward. All right, so about 3 of the evening. I'll look at my notes really quickly. Oh yeah, this one was quick. This was a quick one.
Man.
Eric Cornish and TW3.
This was so
what do we
quick, I
think of
missed it
this?
because I was using the restroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, my
That line can be long.
It can be.
Yeah.
My bathroom miss was Brandon Davis side.
You made a bathroom mess?
I go hard in the paint.
Miss, not
Oh,
miss. Yeah,
okay.
no messes, not today or not that day. Yeah, I missed Brandon Davis when in the match before. I, was like, I wanted to see the main character, man. But as soon as I got back, it's Brandon Davis has been
Yeah.
eliminated. So yeah, but some bathroom breaks caused us to miss some good moments, man. But T-Dub, man,
The way that the crowd reacted when Cornish
Oh, yeah.
got that win.
big pop.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was so incredibly happy for you. And afterwards, he did the Hulk Hogan.
He was
you know,
spamming the emotes. I mean, he had
Uh,
a Hogan,
it
he had a
was-
Warrior.
it was
on the
classic.
ropes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, spam them emotes. That's a great moment.
Yeah.
Eric, do your thing, man.
Congratulations. You're a good guy. You
Yeah.
deserve it.
He's also kind of just a perfect guy for a slot like that. He's
Yes.
just
Oh,
very
yeah.
excitable, very game.
Yeah.
You know, just like that's very very fun for Eric Cornish taking the victory over TW3, who remains in the turkey suit.
That was one of my 2 big feel-good happy moments.
Yep.
And we'll get to the other one here in a minute, but that was the first one. It's like, hell yeah.
Well,
that's
then
awesome.
take us away. Move us forward.
Let's see. Our next bout is the OVW Media title match. Freebird rules. OVW Media champ Ashton Adonis is suspended after Rise. So Jake contends for the title against number one contender, the Godfather, Jay De Niro.
That was a different guy.
What?
The Godfather.
Says you.
He wasn't. It was literally a different guy.
Whatever.
Ask Linda Kay. She has experience with him, apparently.
Whatever. I don't know.
She does.
Okay.
Do you remember that? When she
Fantastic.
was talking about that?
Yeah, whatever.
So what do you guys think of this match?
What do you mean? What I think
I
about
miss
this match?
Ashton, man. I kind of forgot he got suspended because when the trifecta, two-fecta night came out,
That's the bifecta.
the bifectums.
Yeah.
Yeah. They came out. I was like, I forgot Ashton got suspended. I don't really remember why.
He
But was it-
she put in a whole no touch rule
No
during
touch
Raws last
rule.
week,
Well, that's no fun. So
and he touched someone.
he did. Jake
This-
and Jay though did their
going on
thing,
here?
man. Jay, I'm
I'm gonna make
well
a,
deserved, dog.
I'm gonna
that's
make a
all I'm
guess.
saying.
Moment of the night for you, Heinz.
Yes, it was
yeah.
right up there. I got a chance to talk to him afterwards. I got some pictures to send to you so we can put them up in the fan zone of things that we saw while we were there. By the way, the shoes. I've got an
Always
update
on
on the
point.
J. De Niro Shoe Appreciation
Yeah.
Society. Sharp. Super sharp.
Every time, man.
Yeah.
He's never been on camera. I don't think he's ever been in public without looking some sort of just. Damn,
No,
man,
no. Always well put together.
Yes.
It was his night.
Those pants were a good color too. I thought that they worked for him very well.
They
Yeah.
were, man.
Straighten the tie, kick some ass. 1, 2, 3,
There
new
you go.
champ.
New champ. I'm really interested to see where that trifecta goes now. I mean, they've had so many story turns and,
Yeah.
and fake outs and
That's his first title in OVW.
I was
yeah.
gonna say
I was
this
gonna
has
ask.
to be it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He told me that himself. He's like, I got one. It's in the books. I can say I am in the books as a title holder in OVW. So good for you,
That
man.
smile
You
was
deserve
huge, and it shows why. That's
it.
amazing.
Yeah. From somebody who doesn't smile often.
Yeah.
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 That smile was earned.
Yeah, well deserved. Well
Yes.
deserved. And reading tea leaves, I think we're gonna, eventually this will lead back to Tommy.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to see kind of how Tommy's grown too against his dad. Like this has the potential to be a really, really fruitful title run for Jay De Niro.
Yeah.
Very excited for him. Very excited for him.
Oh yeah.
Let's move forward here. Let's talk about the Troublemakers and Los Desafios in the ladder match.
Oh yeah.
Didn't realize we were having a ladder match.
I didn't either.
Got some old school Los Desafios. I feel like I've seen them do the ladder spot where they both pick up the ladder and run and hit the guy like 1,000 times in OVW.
Yeah.
I mean, it keeps going. It's a good spot.
I did remember that this was a ladder match because since they were the actual champions and the Troublemakers took them,
Deboed.
Katie Gannon decided, well, we'll just put them up there and you guys, fight amongst yourselves and whoever comes out on top comes out on top. And it was not the night for Los Desafios.
Big time goons. It was a tough weekend
Yeah.
for them. They
Yeah.
got called big time goons
Hmm?
by
did.
the Only Bros, and they lost their titles. That's a tough weekend.
Yeah.
It's a tough back to back.
They got
Yeah.
outgooned because
If-
the makers were up there too, man.
That's right. The Troublemakers, I think, would have been goons of the week.
That's right. And they've been a goon of the week on their segment, on the bros segment before too.
Yeah.
So.
Can we have them back down?
Yeah,
Can
we got
Can
to.
we just hang out?
They need
with
to come
them
back
all
regular.
the time?
Troy,
Yeah.
Can
Can we?
I gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we be friends with the Only Bros? Please.
Yeah.
Be
just-
awesome.
Well, I guess that's up to them. I mean, I
Well, I
get
know
a pass
that's
because
why I
I'm-
said please. I know the answer already.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
So Maximo, dude,
What's going on?
yeah, what's going through your head, man?
Last Sunday night special, we were so certain the breakup was that night.
Yeah.
And we got swerved, and now we're going into this thinking they're stronger than ever, which
Yeah.
they were. They have been, and then we got swerved again.
Yeah, and there's the fix. Truly.
That's it. Yeah.
What are you guys looking forward to as far as the Troublemakers title run here?
They've been on such a hot streak. The minute they interrupted a Los Tesafil's match and just took beat the. Almost did a bad word. I don't do that.
I'll say
I
it.
don't
Beat
cuss.
the piss out of them.
Yeah, we'll do that. Beat the piss out of them, and then take their titles and go in the parking lot and drop a clip online after that. I'm like, well, wait a minute, we got something here. Then they were dropping promos after that, keeping in the heads of Los Desafios, man. They've been on their butts for a minute, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it came to a conclusion that night, and I can't wait to see what they got. I mean, they got more to their act each time they're on screen.
There's a lot more
Like,
depth
there
now
is
than there
now.
was a month
Yeah,
ago.
agreed.
And
It's showcased now, and it's
2 months ago, there was like next to nothing. It's like these two dudes are in the ring. That's it. But now,
Yeah.
Could barely remember their names.
yeah.
2 months
Yeah.
ago.
we're getting
But-
it now.
Jeff and Wally, the troublemakers, you guys are something.
Heinz, who do you want to see the Troublemakers in their first kind of angle as champions?
That is a good question. I don't know, man. I honestly don't. I mean, it doesn't look like we would see a rematch with Los Desafios unless they straighten
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
stuff
I
out.
know.
They
I
got
don't
lots
think
to
so.
talk
No.
about.
Looks like Vaughn and Cecil are kind of out of that equation. Let me think on that, and I'll get back to you.
Brian Allen, do you have a question or an answer to that?
It'd have to be from someone we probably haven't seen in a little bit. Either
Yeah,
in the
I'm
form
going
of
through and trying to figure out
Yeah,
who
like-
that would be. It's not going to be Tuscan Chains.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
a level 3 soon.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
Level
Okay.
3.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Also, could be time. Could be time for the Only Bros.
Oh, there you go.
Only bros.
that's what I was
Only bros.
Wait, no, yeah, hold on. Let me. They called them out goons of the week,
That's what I'm saying.
and then it's
Okay.
time.
I changed my
It's
vote. I
time.
have
Yeah,
what he's
that's,
having.
that's the vote. That's
Got to
the
be
vote.
time for the Only Bros.
Yeah.
Man. Got to
Yep.
give them. They gave us so much love. Also, I think I got ranked the highest on the goon list. So I'm trying to come down a little bit off the list.
I got goon of the week, so I don't know.
You got goon of the
I
week.
did because of my icons.
Oh, that's
man.
right.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Okay.
Well,
so I'm
they
actually,
said-
by
yeah.
comparison, I'm doing pretty good.
And that shot me up. They said you were bro before that, but the icon support, goon of the week. I'm like, you know what? Respect. Can we name this episode after some only bro?
Oh yeah, we can make that happen. I know the guy to talk to. Brian Allen, take us away. Let's talk about Jack Vaughn and Donovan Cecil.
Speaking, we touched a little bit on that tag team. Well, the former tag team they were, and they got to grudge it out, literally grudge match, to put some differences aside, kind of figure some things out. With fists and slamming each other. Two big guys is going at it.
Yeah.
Vaughn's been he's been. I'll believe I'm biased. I was Team Cecil here just because I feel Vaughn's been very. He's been a meanie butt. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, I kind
These
of
few
thought
weeks,
Cecil
man.
was going to pull this one out.
I did too.
Just based on
yeah.
everything that had happened up until this point, I thought
Yeah.
he was
did
going to
too.
get the catharsis. But
Mhm.
interesting little match though
It
between the two
was.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
It never gets old seeing them go at it. I mean, the chest slaps, thigh slaps, all of it. It's a lot of
Yeah.
slapping.
Oh,
man.
two of the best chops
The
in
chops,
in
yes.
OVW.
Currently,
for sure.
yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Heinz, these are two guys that you have a lot of love for.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys were brothers for a while,
Yeah.
And then, brothers fight. I get it,
Yeah,
but
they do.
I hated to see this. I talked to Mama Mammoth after the show.
Mm-hmm.
She was obviously upset. So yeah, Jack Vaughn, the veteran, gets the win, not surprisingly. But
Yeah.
it's hard. I didn't want to pick sides. It's like watching your parents argue or something. It's
Oh,
like you don't
gosh.
want to, it's
Yeah,
like you're just.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go. There's
I
my
get
piece.
it. That's a great analogy. I
Are
get
we? Do we think that we're done now between Cecil and Vaughn?
it. I don't think
no.
it could end like that. I hope.
I
not.
hope not.
I hope not too.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this we'll see another iteration of this match down the road.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they left it for me. I feel like they kind of left it open.
Yeah, there was room.
Fun time though. Great way to fill 10 minutes. Short and sweet, really, in
Yeah.
the grand scheme of the night. Great. So we have a women's 4-way match up next, right? For the title, it's Leela Feist, who is the incoming champion, the incumbent champion. Shalante,
Yes.
Freya, and lovely Miss Larkin, Therapist Larkin, one of the Larkins.
Lovely, I'm pretty.
Is okay, one of the Larkins is there.
Superior Larkin.
Superior Larkin.
yeah.
Tommy Boy Larkin.
I kind of
Yeah.
want to see Larkin just start pretending to be Tony. I want to see Superior Larkin and her come and
Okay.
do Tony Evans' business and release and put a star.
Oh,
in
she
this
would kill
ring.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she does need to.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Look
I'd
good.
love to see her do the whole Tony Evans get up.
We need that. Yeah.
I mean, she could probably. I
she-
think that's probably going to happen at
She'd
some
cook.
point.
She'd cook too good with that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
need-
she-
we- come on. Man.
That's how she would get fired. Actually, there's like the split between Tommy and Tony. Is like Tony's like, I don't like it whenever lovely Miss Larkin dresses up like me, and then I don't know. That's actually a fucking terrible idea. Brian Allen,
Yeah.
were you surprised by the outcome of our 4-way match here between the ladies?
I guess I'd say I wasn't, because I had no clue who to even pick going into this.
This was, I think,
like-
really on the table
Yeah.
for all 4 of them.
Yeah.
And that's great when you can build a match up to that point. That's the best feeling with a match, especially a big one like this with a lot of stars in it, where you're like, you know what, I'm enjoying this. I don't have I got stake in this. I like all of them, but I don't know who's gonna win. I can't. You asked me to place a bet. I had no clue. So I guess I said I wasn't surprised, but I loved it. I love that outcome.
No, I thought it was a fun little match.
It was, yeah.
Go ahead and
This-
tell us, Heinz.
This was my other feel-good part of this.
There
Yeah.
was something very cathartic
Yes.
about
Yeah.
Shalance.
Oh, no, not just that. We were in the top corner. So we're sitting. The commentary team is over here, like around 9:30, 10 o'clock,
Yes, yep.
something like that. At the top of the ramp, seeing PJ Jones peek around, sneak down to the ring, see him from the nose up in the corner, kind of surveying things. That part. I mean, I meant to post a clip or something on Instagram. I was going to post like a picture of that and put like Peaches and Herb reunited. Because I was so glad that
good.
they finally got back together.
Good choice.
And congratulations, Shalance.
Yes, congrats.
I was thrilled. We got a chance to talk to her afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
So incredibly happy. Glad
Yeah.
to have you back at the top of the food chain in the women's division. Good for you.
Well, what a year for
Yeah.
her.
Yes.
And it's March.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just mean in the calendar.
Yeah.
I mean, being everything that she's gone through, injury,
Rehab.
yeah, and to have her back, I mean, she's awesome. Shalance is one of the big. I mean, everyone at OVW is a presence. That's kind of like the name of the game, right? It's wrestling, But Shalance is a presence, even in a room full of huge presences. So very, very happy for her. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And like you said, PJ. Got PJ back on TV.
Yes.
We got the team back together. Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
run it.
I
Let's
can't
run it.
wait.
Let's do it. Congratulations, Shalance. What do you think that means for the future of Leela Feist, guys?
I think that PJ Jones is going to work his legal magic and get the Feisticons or whatever they call them this week or next banned from ringside.
I was gonna
Neutralize
say,
that threat.
as long as she has help, she's a real big threat in that division. But yeah, if he works some magic, gets them out of there, then
Does
Yeah,
she
leave that
keep
to-
those guys without the championship, without the weight of that?
They're on the lease, so she doesn't have a choice.
Got to wait till next year to get rid of them.
Yeah. Miss Gannon comes to the ramp and says, Road Dogg and McFoley will be here this Thursday, so mark
cool.
that in your calendars, guys. Tomorrow night, as this show is being recorded and will premiere. Fan appreciation, right, is what Miss Gannon called it.
Yeah.
Penultimate match of the evening, Big Zo and Tony Evans. Who wants to talk about it? It's a non-title bout. right before the main event. Brian Allen, what'd you think?
Well, before these two came out to the ring, they had a little video package shouting at one another. And when Tony popped on the screen, got a really, really great reaction. And then when he came out, mic in hand like he always does, just business as usual, man. No, he didn't slip up once addressing that crowd. And I mean, he never does. But given the context, I mean,
And the crowd
Dude's
loved
a
him
pro.
in their unique way.
yeah. I mean, most cheers you hear for a Tony Evans appearance, man, it was great.
It was that's a tough spot.
Yeah.
For,
yeah.
for anybody.
It's-
And
yeah.
we talked about it at the beginning of the show. If you missed it, go back and catch the beginning of our coverage here.
It's got to take a special kind of courage to get back out there and do your thing to that level of intensity
Yep.
after something like that.
Like
so,
El said, true professional, man.
yes.
Yeah, professional. So yeah, I mean, I could not imagine.
Yeah.
Could not imagine. Short turnaround too.
But the
Just 48 hours basically.
the
Yeah,
couple of
yeah.
things that I thought about it was a great palate cleanser
It was.
from all of the things that led up to that point. Kind of like, a sip of water before you move on to the next course, the main course, as it were. The Eddie Guerrero spot
Yeah.
Oh, that was
turned it from intense, like, oh God, what are we going to get out of this?
Yeah.
To the comic relief that I felt like everybody needed, but nobody saw coming. And where we were,
Yeah.
when up in the corner, I was able to see Big Zo's face, which you can't see
On the broadcast.
On the
Yeah.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Watching Tony toss him that belt and drop and pull an Eddie Guerrero, everybody was like, and then the whole place erupted in laughter. But Big Zo's face,
Oh,
once he
yeah,
caught
yeah.
it, was just,
Yeah.
and then realized, oh shit, what am I going to do? He's going to turn around any minute. So he did the same thing, and it was classic.
It was funny.
It was
That was
exactly
good
what we
comedy.
needed from those guys.
It is one of those spots that you can't use all the time because it's it's unique. It's a very unique spot.
Yes.
And but like it is also the spot where like when you see it, you're like, oh, I didn't expect that. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's when used with reservation, it is like almost always the right call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Special.
No, I thought that this kind of had a similar energy to the Jack Von Donovan Cecil match, where it's kind of like it's 10 minutes, we're in and out, it's fun, does everything you need it to do,
Yep.
and onward to the main event.
That's it.
Would
I'm scrolling through here, and that part's ready to come up, so I have to go back and watch this.
Big Zo, big winner that night.
Yeah. No time.
All right.
Which brings us to a little conflict before we get to the main event.
Sure. Yeah.
Because earlier in the evening, one star rider went through the gauntlet to get the number one contendership.
Yeah.
But Big Zo just beat the champ.
Hmm.
So
I missed it.
It's a good
Well, I mean,
question.
OVW loves a multi-man match.
they sure do.
Let's look at our main event from this evening.
Yeah.
For example. OVW loves dovetailing people into multi-man matches through,
Masterfully.
two strings that maybe don't seem like they're connected can become connected very quickly. Who's to say whether or not that's what's going to happen with Star Rider, Zoe, and Tony? Not me. I don't know. I would really like Star Rider to get the opportunity to have the straightforward one-on-one match.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm still the wrestling fan that loves the prestige of a one-on-one title match. Not that stuff like what we saw in this main event is not fun or necessary sometimes, but there's something about, for me, the one-on-one title match. It makes the title change, if one was to happen, just feel so big. You know what I mean? But I have a feeling that we'll see some conglomeration of Zoe, Tony, and Star Rider after Star Rider is now the number one contender.
I agree.
Let's talk about the main event. Brian's, one of y'all take us away.
I mean, it was a great match as advertised.
Let's set it up before we talk about it.
Steven Steele, Dustin Jackson, Anthony Toatelli, and Cal Hero.
Yeah.
Fatal 4-way.
I was impressed by Steven Steele. I mean, I was
Always.
kind of pulling for him anyway, but he worked out of his comfort zone, did things that we hadn't seen before, grabbing Cal by the legs, bam, ring post to the junk,
Yep.
stuff like that.
Growing up right before our eyes.
Yes, our little boys all grows up. What'd you think? Among other things.
Yeah. I kept thinking of a point that Jack, when you brought up, we kind of talked about when doing predictions a few weeks ago. I think it was when Steven and Toatelli were going one-on-one on an episode of Rise. And we thought Steven would take the L there because it'd be really great to have him be a little vulnerable. Just build him up to have the roof come off at March Mayhem when he makes an appearance and where it creates that energy where it feels like every time he's getting that near pinfall or whatever, it's like, oh, they're going to do it tonight. They're going to give him that rocket, man. But that's not quite the route they went with leading up to this Sunday night special, but it still got that effect.
Yep.
I mean, the man pops up on the screen. He pops up in the arena. It's just everyone's like, go ahead and give it to this guy, man. Like he's got it. He's just such a show stealer outside the ring. I mean, the charisma, but even in it too, he like you said, he's pulling out stops you haven't really seen yet, and he is growing up, man, in front of our eyes. You also brought up that fatal 4-ways or that can be hard to pull off unless you have the right people, and we had the right people.
Yeah.
Because they delivered it in a way where it just never felt messy, but when these guys were getting, within bouts, one-on-one, while another one was doing a one-on-one, there was so much story between each one of them that's been fleshed out so well since the past 2 months now, maybe at this point, since Kyle dropped the title. It was all on display there, man. It was great.
I'm going to be honest. I think Anthony Toatelli MVP of the Fatal
I
4-Way.
was just getting ready to say, shout out to him. I mean, he looked as...
He's the glue.
Yeah, and looked fantastic out there. Glad to see him in a main event. That new gear, new attitude with it, just sharp all the way around.
Yep. Yeah. I got the, and I mean, I'm just a fan again. I don't know anything, but watching it back, got the vibe like this is the guy that's making this work right now.
Yeah.
Not that everyone else wasn't great.
Right.
Not that we don't love the other three wrestlers in that match, but like Anthony, he was a good. He was the star that night.
It wouldn't have been
me.
the same without him.
Yeah.
If he would have been injured, and they put anybody else in that match, it would not have had that spark, that pop, that.
Yeah, he was the energy man.
He's a true beast, man. He just goes.
That's the other thing too, is he is so impressive.
Yeah, he's just a fight, like literal fighter. Like he warrior, man.
Yeah. Great. Love Anthony Toatelli. Love to see him taking this, getting in a spot like this, main event, title on the line. Good stuff for Anthony Toatelli.
Yeah.
Dustin Jackson still wins.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how y'all felt about that.
I thought this was the night for me personally. Because the other good thing about Fatal 4-Ways is they are hard to pull off sometimes. You also don't ever have to beat the champion.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Can feel a little weird.
There's an out there all the time to keep your champion looking strong, and I was kind of like, I think that this is the night. Now, I did think that they were going to give it to Steven Steele and not Cal Hero. But I did think that this was the night Dustin lost, but he ends the night as the champion, same way he began it. Now, let's talk about that ending, though, a little bit, Brian. Now, let's talk about that finish.
Yeah, you pulled the Steven where,
I mean, pull is a strong word.
I mean, you get, you take a hit and then you land in the right spot, and then you end up getting the 3 count.
And it was Toatelli himself, right, with the spear onto Dustin.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
You got the
both
story
of them.
elements, man.
I feel like coming from this, we're going to see a good rivalry between Steven Steele and Cal Hero, which I think would be fantastic because, we haven't gotten a chance to talk about him, but we don't have a whole lot of time. But Cal was, just as important, and the setup between the two, I feel like that's where we're going to go with that, and I feel like we're going to get a good rivalry between Dustin Jackson and Anthony Toatelli.
To touch on your Steven Steele, Cal Hero prediction, when we were talking about Jamin and Cal and, Cal's run to becoming heavyweight champion and stuff, and since the beginning of this podcast, it was always like not if, when with Cal Hero. Nobody since Cal Hero has had bigger not if, when energy than Steven Steele.
Yeah.
So anytime he's in a match where the title could change hands, and I'm not talking about the Rush division. I'm talking about one of the big babies.
Like
I'm talking about one of the big ones.
Every time.
He's a threat.
Yep.
He's a threat because he has this ineffable, if not if but when energy in terms of being one of the major champions at OVW.
Yeah.
So in that way, it is always a surprise when he doesn't win.
Yeah.
No, I thought this was a great way to send off the night.
It was.
To get old school Jim Ross about it, a title match got to be at the end of the night. The U.S. title wasn't on the line tonight. Probably would have preferred, just for the hierarchy of the belt thing, cementing that in people's minds, that if it was on the line, it would have been the main event. But since it wasn't, your heavyweight title's the go-to. Let's make it the main event. I thought this was a great way to play out the night.
It was.
Yeah, this was a great way to play out the night. Thought it was a nice night of wrestling. Now, you guys were there. We'll end shortly. You guys were there. Was there still, because this clocked in at 2 hours,
38 minutes.
38 minutes.
And change.
Yep.
Was there still a sense of like, oh, we're getting out this early on a Sunday night, the way that there was at Tough Love?
I felt like it was a Goldilocks
Yeah.
Sunday night special. Not too long, not too short. It was just right. And I feel like it was exactly what was needed to keep going forward after Thursday.
Yeah. It was on point. Timing was good.
Yeah.
Everyone got out. Good time. But didn't feel too early.
This is kudos to OVW. Truly an impossible situation to come back from.
Just unthinkable.
So I'm very happy with the good night of wrestling, the concise night of wrestling. And there wasn't, everything that needed to be there was there. The matches were all pretty long, but still kind of clocking in at that under 3 hours. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I think that also kind of could maybe quell any complaints because we heard a lot when they switched to Sundays over Saturdays, like we have school the next day, we're family, da-da-da-da-da. If you're getting out at 8:30, you still got time to go to Davis Arena.
Yeah.
You still got time to swing through Jack in the Box on the way home.
Yeah.
It'll all be okay. Any final thoughts, or we want to call it at that?
I'm ready to call it.
Let's call it.
I
I got to hit this vape.
I got dibs on the restroom.
For all of us here at the OVW podcast, thanks for listening. My name is Jack Minox.
Brian Allen.
Brian Hines.
See you guys.